with a new installment of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This is part 21 in my series of this game. Um, Sorry to have been away for a couple of days. I had some stuff going on, wasn't feeling super great, but I am back and I'm excited to play this game. I really am having so much fun with it, and I keep saying I'm gonna get back to finishing the last quarter of Radiant Dawn, and I will get back to it. But this game has sort of sucked me in for right now, and just very excited about playing that. So now that everything is set up, just switch over to my actual game. And when I last left off, we had just gotten the assignment in the jewelry store. The jewelry store had been robbed, and our group of
Right.
intrepid people here got a letter from the thief, kind of baiting them and teasing them and to trying to figure out who this famous thief B is. So this is pretty much where we left off, was standing in here waiting to go to the next place.
course.
So
Come
I'm
on.
gonna change my character
handle it.
over. I think I'm gonna run around as Fee for a little while today. And we're gonna take a look in our notebook. And I just wanna look and see. So we finished. You can see all of the daily tasks that we were given, but now we have this new one about the burglary. It says, while we feel like we're walking into a trap, if we can get the stolen Crimson Tiara back, we need to try. Our first clue is at the feet of the Conqueror with the heart of a lion. So I think I know where that is. There's a statue in the area near the palace. So we're going to go back there and see if we can find a clue as to what's going on. But I also want to talk to these people, because other than the lady with the exclamation point, I haven't really talked to anybody yet. So I'm going to talk to this guy. I am so ashamed. Letting our guard down like that was so amateur. Please do whatever you can to get the Crimson Tiara back. Please, I'm begging you. And there's no one on this side. And we've got talk. Who could have imagined that Phantom Thief B would show up right at our store? He really was as skilled as all the rumors say. Please be careful during your investigation. And we can shop. And I've got a bunch of money I need to exchange. So I'm going to do that. And they sell stuff. Okay, I just wanted to see what they had in their inventory that was possible for me to buy. Hello, my friend. And I am going to look and see. There's two other people here. There's this guy. You've got to be kidding me. Phantom Thief B? This is big. Huge, even. Looks like I picked one hell of a crazy time to visit the capital. You sure did. Huh? What happened to the tiara? I don't see it anywhere. I came all the way here to see it, and it's not even here? Alright, so that's everybody that is in the store. And I am going to travel to another district. And I believe it's Dreikel's Plaza that has the statue. Yeah. So we're going to look at the foot of the statue and see what the clue says. Oh, good, it did work. Excellent, Rose. Thanks for letting me know, because I wasn't sure. I didn't put one in just in case. Alright, so this is Dreikel's. And the Conqueror with the heart of a lion. It couldn't mean anything other than this statue of Emperor Dreikel's. Agreed. It's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Dreikel's the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous moment of him here in Heimdall. Then chances are good that we're in the right place. The card said to look at his feet. Let's do it then. Here we go. It's the same type of card as the last one, too. Phantom Thief B's card. I assume we were correct then? Well, we won't know until we check. The second key is in the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. The second key. So basically, we've got another scavenger hunt. So it seems. I can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do but play along, though? In the northeast seat of the Prismatic Palace. What could that mean? Alright. I'm not sure. The only palace I know of is the one that's here in this area. Oh, and I can fish while I'm over here too. I forgot. Problem is that if it is here... Oh, I wonder if it... Yeah, it's off limits. I know it's off limits. I thought I'd give it a shot. Apparently not right now. Alright. So, I know that the fishing place is over here, and I just had another idea for where... I don't know what's in here.
This looks like a nice spot.
Some kind of courtyard in there. Oh, that's right, because we can't go in there because we're not adults. And let's see. He said the thing. Where's the exclamation
Ooh, this
point?
looks like a good spot.
There it is. So let's see if we can fish. If we catch anything in this area. And see if we can catch it. And then one of these days, after I'm done in this town, I'll get back to Thor's and I can maybe get a hold of the fishing club guy and see exactly what else I get for all these fish. Alright, let's see. Ah. Hey, Steve.
Caught one.
Hope you're feeling well. Yeah, a bunch of Windsepeth. That's good. And we get one more fish here. And then we can go to the next suspected location. Let's see. Help if I had my fingers by the right buttons. There we go.
Wow, this is a big one.
We got a trout again. Nice. Alright. So that's all we can do at each place. And so the only other thing I could think of, at least... Oh, look, it's a musician. I don't think I talked to him. He's new. Heimdall is the most deceitful city. Well, you may not realize it yet. I'm sure time will come when this makes itself apparent to you. Do not be fooled for the love that currently permeates the city either. Once this festival is over, all 800,000 citizens will forget this love ever existed. This is why I only come for the festival. Oh my. Alright. So, we're gonna take a look and see. Travel to... I think the park, that building was glass. So that could be prismatic, I would think. Oh yeah, your sister's the receptionist at the Imperial Chronicle, isn't she? No wonder she's so busy. Your mom and dad both work too, don't they? Then let's go see the summer festival together. Yeah. Alright. So let's look around before we head over to that building. Oh, this was not open the last time I was here. Talk. Oh crap, I forgot that they were closing this place off this afternoon. The Imperial Guardsman gave me a real earful for that. Oh, do you want something? I gotta get moving now-ish, so get your order in quick. Alright, so... Hi, Urban. I'm good, how are you? Okay, so I'm not buying any juice because I can make juice. We've got, oh wow, there's a whole bunch of people over here. Oh boy, the Imperial Guardsmen are at it again. They're all nobles, so they really don't play nice with the HMP. And let's see what these guys say. The HMP has already stated their desire to handle security around here too, so I'm afraid there's not much point in even talking to me. Heh, I don't know what those fools from the HMP are saying, but it's our duty to maintain security here, and so we shall. Oh, I'm glad you came in, Urban, thank you. No, you're fine, Steve, don't worry. Oh, thank you, Urban. Have a good night. Get a good sleep. They can simply watch and learn. Same thing. The garden party is a noble gathering that even members of the Imperial family take part in. Do they truly expect us to accept the help of abject nobodies for an event like this? Their struggle to understand such a simple concept boggles the mind.
Hello there.
Alright. Oop. Yep, it is. The Crystal Garden is highlighted, so that must be the right place. And it said the northeast corner. So... what that basically means from this area here and around. Let me see if we see another sticker. If this is the Crystal Palace. If this isn't the Crystal Palace... Hey! Hello there. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out... like, is there a clue? I mean, we've got the entrance to the tunnels down there. Let's see. I just want to read it one more time and make sure what it says. Nope, if I went to the right one. In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. I mean, this is the only building I could think of that, because it's glass, would be prism-like. Doesn't mean necessarily that it's up here, but... the northeastern seat. Do they literally mean like a chair? Like a bench? Maybe it's actually inside. A few of us civil servants are responsible for actually running the garden party. With the number of guests, it sounds like it'll be non-stop work, but even still, I hope I can work the event. After all, that'd mean a chance to see Princess Alphen up close.
There's so many butterflies.
Yes, there are.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
Alright. Ow, ow, ow. Got my hip. Okay. Grandpa, are you okay? This is why I told you to take it easy. I swear you're gonna sprain some muscle you haven't used in 30 years. I wonder if he's sitting on it. Because that would be the northeast seat. I guess they are. They must be exotic. Okay, Steve. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, you're a lot more pain when you hurt your hip, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I have to talk to somebody else. Oh, hey, where'd he go? Crap, I don't think we've got enough decorations. So I'm going to need to get them to send over more as soon as possible. Alright, I said northeast. This is not northeast. Is there a bench here? Oh, I found it. Okay. So I was right. This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all signs point to the Crystal Garden, which leaves only the northeastern seat. I'm presuming it refers to an actual place one can sit, which suggests we ought to investigate this bench in the northeast part of the garden. Is that it? Well, it has the B. Seems so. What's it say? Let's see. The third key is at the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. At the round table. Okay. Oh goody, another riddle. Still, what can we do but keep going? Aha! It seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Oh no. Yes, it is. Who are you again? He's Baron Blue Blanc. Yeah, we first met during our field study in Bereahard, I believe. Today, Bien, I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces among your throng today, no? Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdall, too? You could indeed say that. However, to me, not just in Bereahard, but among the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Truly, it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I'm not sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique. Let's just call it that. He has returned. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Please, the intensity of your stares is positively withering. You like my emojis? My emotes? I saw the sketches of my new ones that are being made, and they look really good, so I can't wait to be able to put them up for you guys. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze and wonder? That is definitely not it. Oh, I'd bet all the mirror I have on me that's absolutely not the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. Thank you for the hearts. They're all in there. I had to put a couple kitties in there, you know. And there he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? With that guy? Who knows? Okay. So, I'm gonna look at our other clue. And I went to the wrong thing. Of course I did, because that's what I do. Right after that, we ran into, another card. At the round table were once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. I have no idea what that is. Alright, well, I'm here.
This park is so peaceful, it's easy to forget we're in the capital.
I could take a nap here.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, people love to come here to relax.
Alright, let's do some more fishing. I'm gonna have to find how to buy more bait too. Alright. Yay!
Now that's a catch.
Arowana. Nice. I'll take that. Thank you, Steve. I wish I had a song to sing for you or something like that, but oh, I was not paying attention to my fish. I saw your thing pop up. Thank you so much. And you'll get one of my special subscriber badges as soon as they come in too. So I have somebody else who's working on those. Alright.
Not bad.
Yes, you will. Anybody who is subscribed, because you have the founder's badge, and you'll get a subscriber's badge as well. I don't know why the temporary ones aren't showing up, but there you go. But I do have special ones that are supposed to show up in there for that as soon as I get them. He's still working on them. Alright, so that was all 3 times. Yay! Alright, so... Is he yelling at these kids? Oh, I can't stand lovesick couples. Just listening to those two is infuriating. I figured he'd say something like that. Alright, so we need to go... somewhere... The thing is I need like an overview map of like the whole thing. As I know it can't be here. That would be too easy. And there was nothing round that I saw on Vanker Street that I remember. Alto Street. Port. I'm going back here because it's at the round table where once. I don't think we have any round tables around here because we got the first clue here, and that's not exactly round. And I'm not allowed in this place. Yay! Yeah, where that purple badge with the white star on it, eventually should be showing up with some other stuff. But it'll get there. Alright, well, Let's just start at the top. I don't think there's anything like that here. And that's the edge of town. And I don't think there's a round table in here. The Gauntlets of the City. I just don't feel like it's gonna be anywhere in this place. Could be in that plaza shop. Read the clue again. Our next clue: at the round table where once rested the gauntlets supported the east of the city. Thing is I don't know the directions in this city quite so well without looking at the map. Sorry, I had to fix my computer because this is the gauntlets. See, the only thing with gauntlets I am thinking about is like the armory store. Alright, let's go outside. And there's no X here. Yeah, like I'm thinking like, the guild branch. Yeah. It didn't even occur to me. And they put it on... Where did he put it? They said... Don't think we have a round table. Oh, maybe we do. I don't remember that table being there. The gauntlets that supported the east of the city. The gauntlet is a symbol of the Bracer Guild. Didn't even connect it. Isn't it? It's on their emblem too. Yeah, the once and east parts mentioned on the note seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild. And while the capital once had 2 such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. Ah, here it is. Phantom Thief B's card. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though from the look of things, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The 4th key is on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Okay, so I'm assuming that means the port in a crane. Yes, I know there were several cranes here. Question is, which crane? Because I don't think it said more detail. Yeah, it just says on the water's edge. It's probably not over here, but... Oh, I can fish here too.
This
While
looks
I'm
like
here.
a nice spot.
You're getting lots of fish for me today, Mitch, see? Now that I'm know how to fish. Okay. There's one.
Wow, this is a big one.
Yay! Try for 2 more. GG. B. Alright, there's 2.
Not bad.
Ooh, Mirage Sabbath. One more. Aw, Rose, thank you. Phew, that one was
Wow,
tough.
this is a big one.
Aw, thank you so much, Rose. I hope you have an amazing vacation and you enjoy yourself. Enjoy a margarita or beach drink, something for me. Alright, so we fished 3 times. And now we're going to look up by this crane. Can I get to that crane? No, I can't get to that crane. Oh! There it is. It was by over here. The steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdall Port. And that would make its weight burden these containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them, though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Perhaps we should discuss this with whomever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Donberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. They explained their situation to the Port Chief Donberto, who agreed to check all the white containers for them. Oh, how nice of him. And just as they'd predicted, a card was found affixed to the bottom of one of the containers. That's right, she's supposed to... or YouTube. She's supposed to relax, enjoy her vacation. How did the devil did that get stuck to the bottom like that? He wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container, and that would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. Ha 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 ha, I caught you, Rose. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. Within a black arch. Nestled in the steel car. This one's just as obtuse as the others. Though, if it's also hidden near the water's edge, from all indications, I'd say the next one is here in Heimdall Port, too. It says final key and Crimson Crown, too, so at least there's that. Yay! Looks like this is the last one. Alright. So they said something about a black arch. I don't think there was one over here, but since I'm already on this side. I mean, there's a door. That's not an arch. Okay. Maybe down by this thing? Aha. Found it! Acute and obtuse. The steel car. My guess is that the last clue refers to the orbital tram. That seems like the best fit. What about marching with the minutes? The tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at present times. Heimdall Port is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense in a weird way. I guess this is the place then. Let's get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure, what do you need? Explain the situation and ask permission to search inside the tram. The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in this tram car? Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on and look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. Okay. Oh, and we are actually in the car. Not a whole lot of space to move around in here. Oh, there's just a briefcase sitting here. It's the lemonade with alcohol in it, isn't it? Like whiskey or something? Because I know an Arnold Palmer doesn't have alcohol in it. It's just iced tea and lemonade mixed together. But I think that's the one that's lemonade with alcohol in it. Whiskey or bourbon, maybe? It looks like this must be the Black Ark mentioned on the card. Our Phantom Thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. And there's the tiara. Inside the black case rested a tiara embedded with dazzling carnelians. It has such a fiery glow to it. Well, this is definitely the Crimson Tiara we've been running all over town looking for. So this thing's worth 100 million Mira? Gulp, I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, we've got to be really careful about getting this back to the jeweler safely. So we found the tiara.
So the tiara really was in there, huh?
And is this the Phantom?
Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself.
Or you?
I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
What?
Okay. Surprise. Oh my.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits.
Oh my.
Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
Oh my.
What?
Poof, he's a magician too, huh?
How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest.
Oh my goodness. Magician, yes, let's go with it was the first word that popped in my head, but yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, until
I'm taking
we meet
he's some kind of
again,
mage or
I bid
something.
you adieu.
Adieu. Oh no, it's doing it again. Thought this thing was over its little tantrum. Alright, let me turn it off and turn it back on again. See if my controller will decide to stay on. I just changed the batteries in it, so I know it's not the batteries. I wonder if the driver is acting up again. Alright, that's not working. I mean, I can try changing the batteries in it, but I don't think it should be time. Alright. Connect. There he goes. Okay.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Reen and the others scoured the area for Phantom Thief B, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. After reporting the details of the incident to City Hall, they trekked back to the jeweler's to return the tiara. And there it is, back at home. Oh, controller. I can't believe that you were able to recover that tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's all likely. Well, better not say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take these as a token of my thanks. All Element Sepith. 500. Nice. This is a lot of Sepith. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique after all. We have more Sepith lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Complete. Alright, so we have nothing left here. So I am assuming that if I go outside or walk around or something, it's gonna tell me to go back home or get new tasks or something. Whew, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was an even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. It's okay, Rose, if it makes you feel better. I have 2 lists. I have my list, and then I have my list for other people, so I have 3 lists. As you have 2 lists that I know of. So I was just thinking he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all those other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A, too. Though I can't imagine why. And here's our phone call. Is it my father again? This is Class 7, Group A, Reen Schwarzer speaking. I love how he answers the phone like that. It's so funny. Hello? Hello? Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Ooh, got it in 1. How'd you guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? I have, many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on a field study. Is something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you've finished up what you have to do for your field study, I'd like you to head over to the Sankt District. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdall Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elisa's Academy is somewhere around there too. Yes, that's the place. I want all of you assembled outside St. Austria's Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun. Toodles! Hey, hold on a... What's wrong now? It sounded as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much. I don't know what she's thinking. Reen explained to the rest of the team that they were to assemble at St. Astraea Girls' School by 5 o'clock. Oh, I know where that is. That Girls' Academy for Nobles. Isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself. But I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? I'm kind of curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. The best way to get to the Sankt District is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch the tram from. It'll pass through there. I almost dread to think what we'll have to do when we get there, though. Yeah, that's a little interesting. It's been added to the list of locations selectable from the tram stops. Okay, I was going to say, because it wasn't on there before. Okay, do I actually have to come to the tram thing? I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we've arrived at the Sank District. Should we get going? Yeah, I've done all my tasks.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
Oh my.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kinda nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Oh, I could only imagine that.
I can picture the chaos now.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I was just gonna say, that doesn't make any sense.
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately.
I think somebody
He made a big
mentioned that
splash
before
when he
and
came
I
back from
forgot.
Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
They made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Those two, they will never ever get to be great friends.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait. Did you two?
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Girls' night.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
Jam and toast.
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
Sounds like a bell.
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost district. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Rain?
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estrella Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
All right, let's see what's next. Boys, I don't think I've seen that uniform. That uniform's from Thor's. My brother studied there when he was younger. I can't read them fast enough. Wasn't some other Apparently, they're all excited. They're seeing boys. Oh my, isn't that Lady Laura? She always looks so gallant. Lady Laura looks gallant. And that blonde boy, Eustace? Do you think that boy's a foreigner? He's so tall. Oh, that redhead is so cute. The silver-haired girl looks like she needs a hug. Oh, that girl's so flustered. Girl with glasses has such an amazing figure. Okay. Ugh, I can feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please, don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know, and I don't care. Hi, Luna.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden.
This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests.
Hmm.
Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh,
Royalty time. Prepare yourselves.
no way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me.
Woohoo for the weekend.
I knew it.
Here's more giggles. Princess Elfin.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Elfin. Elfin Rice Arner.
Rice Arner.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Okay, the Rosen Garden. Rosen Garden. And more butterflies. They have lots of butterflies here.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little.
Oh, Lisa's very unhappy.
Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Fetching.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Saint Estrella too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself.
I don't think that would go over very well somehow.
Your Highness. Got you to look. But Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty.
I can see why people always compare her
I
to an
bumped the button a
angel.
little soon. They compare her to an angel.
Me too.
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
Yeah. It's just a little bit.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Reen Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness?
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Reen? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
What?
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness. Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady? Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable?
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school.
You think?
But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
He's got the purple eyes too.
Could he be?
Ow!
that's quite enough. Any more of that, and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Oh, wait. So this is...
Whoa.
Indeed.
Prince Oliver.
'Tis I, Olivert Ricey Arner,
Oliver.
also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board.
Of course you do.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Oh my. All right. Oh, the communion room. It's not a dining room, it's a communion room. It's one big table. If I'd known we were going to such a formal occasion, I would have put on their
I was
uniforms.
surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7. And why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this.
Thank you, Steve.
That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness.
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7.
Like he didn't before?
Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh? The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
How did she forget that part?
Now that you mention it,
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
You think?
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thors who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thors myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
I think we're all thinking of the same person.
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait, Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right, though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Oh my. That might explain a few things. Alright, it's a save. Continue. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Elfin of all people. Sigh. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will. Thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. Well then. Wait. Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. True. Not his fault. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Rean, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Machias' father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Rean. Oh my. Lisa's like, what? Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have had long... I can't talk. The Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I finally got that sentence out. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me she asked you to help her practice her finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Rean? Well... Elise once again. What? I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, all right. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Olivert. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. Who knew? I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or is there someone you're already courting? And Elise is even angrier, apparently. And now Elisa's like, Laura? Huh? Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which man has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean, yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Tee. Very well. I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Oh my. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. Haha, no doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motive seems incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee? Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. And here she is. Knew she couldn't stay away for long. Instructor? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit, then. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with? Shh, did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? And Claire, hee hee. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. This can't possibly bode well. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What? evil schemes. Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there's a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. True. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board. Oh, we're getting in Humvees with the supposedly fiercest military people around. I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. So we're going back to where we started. Interesting. Terrorists? Indeed. I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Right. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the Nord Highlands who was trying to start a war is a member? The mysterious G. So he's one of them, huh? He said his name was Gideon or G. Something like that. So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow? On the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident at Nord. Feels like only yesterday. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting up more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then, you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. Bah. It'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. Exactly, Rose. That's exactly what it's like. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time. After all, lots of little details need to be squared away. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Hey, Whiskey. Right? It seems that way. Same day, 2300. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor? Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, we always end up getting arrested or thrown in jail or something. We already did that here, but we could do it again. So let's see what Sarah says. Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. But I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch of the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is. But anyway, thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Are you guys gonna start a pun war here? If you are, I'm just gonna leave you to it because I'm no good at those. Let's see. Eventually the branches here started closing one by one with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. It's a trap. It's a trap. That's one of the sounds on my thing, or at least I think I put it on my list. It's a trap. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Be prepared to run. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though that's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Pat on the head. Knock it off. So that's what happened. You mentioned a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks? What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group Fee used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time racer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right, Rose. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm going to crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. Just precautionary. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace? You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. Maybe. Maybe she does care.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Woohoo!
I've got a little reward here for you.
Wind bell.
Drinks are on me someday.
Next day. 1 o'clock. Or 100. There she is, get her. Going to the tunnels, are we? Whoever you are.
The time is finally at hand.
Oh, Gideon.
At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber. Yeah!
Well.
Comrade G,
All of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us.
Oh no, Rose. I think we have a weaponized musical instrument.
Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all.
Yeah!
Music off. A musical duel, yes. Dun, dun. Alright, the next day, field study day 3. Day of the summer festival. Should say day 1 of the summer festival. To the musical challenge? I'm probably a bit rustier than you are. Alright, I'm going to go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once, and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Yeah, and even if I could, I couldn't right now with my dental stuff, so. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon, too. Let's be off then. Yeah. I'm guessing the city is going to be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Okay, so let's save. And I want to look and see. Okay, I just wanted to see if that was in that list, so it's in the other list. Alright, so let's look at our map. So we need to go down to where that mark is, so this way. Oh, here's the kid who watches and talks about people. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I dunno. This is some good stuff. It might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or we'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about Terran wrists? Come on, fill me in. Don't worry, it's nothing important. Okay, Rose, well, you get a good night's rest, and you have a wonderful vacation, and stay off Twitch and YouTube. You are on vacation. You're not working. Go enjoy. Have fun. Alright, it's nothing important. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed. I think we'd do well to keep this story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. Alright. Well, let's start on Banker Street. Anything here? Oh, there's a couple things here. I remember we had information. Oh, the bookstore. Oh, this is food supplies. Oh, look.
Woohoo! I'm on a roll! I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys. How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Please join in, Crow.
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
That outrage.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you?
Yes.
There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Sonk district. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess, let me win that prize.
That seems a rather
I like Crow.
pedestrian thing to pray for.
Crow's funny.
So irresponsible.
Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Alright. Alright, so that was the one there. So we're going to go down and find the next person. What's wrong? Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. Do you think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. That's all there is to investigate on Vanker Street. Time to move on to the other areas of the city. Okay, so travel to another district. So we did Alto and that one. We're going in order to go to this one. And Der Heimel. And his priorities, yes, Matt, you're right. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Oh, it's Miss Opera Singer. So we meet again. Clotilda. Vita Clotilda. Did you come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilda. I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of a field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace, too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of that beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were 2 of them, talking in a back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? That does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while. But I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked up at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that. Obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. The same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. I still want that dress. Hey, that's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move on to one of the other areas. Okay. Ost. See if there's anything in Ost. Down the end of the hallway. Or the hallway. Alleyway. And what are we gonna notice down here? And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area? We already knew that. Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And what does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. Then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Oz District. Time to move on to another area. Alright, so, wrong button. So now we can go to Dreikel's. And there's not a whole lot here, so of course it's like right in front of the palace.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
The palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? It's pretty nuts. Yeah, they even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person, it appears these stories were all true. They should be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Dreikel's. Alright, I want to see if I'm able to fish since it's the next day. And we can. Oh no, it says 0. Yeah, it says 0. That's okay, because we need to go to the next district anyway. So we did Austin, Dreikel's. You can look at Mater Park. And straight ahead. This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall Military Police. It looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight considering the garden party is going to be held there. Yeah, especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. I thought I smelled something familiar. Oh no. Patty cakes. Hey, isn't that... Oh, Patrick, you're here too? But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You poor souls. Grr, he really does get under my skin. Boo, Patrick. I can't remember what the other thing she called them was. It was patty cakes. And, oh, Catastrophe. That was the other one. Catastrophe. I've gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestin, always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true. He's often at my side. But I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boot without his butler's help. I always got the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen. Try not to be too jealous now. Yeah, well, we had dinner with her last night, so... Haha, now, if you'll excuse me. I can't say I'm all that jealous considering all that time we spent talking with her yesterday. She even invited Reen to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, the security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to another area. Are you sure it's perfect? Is something bothering you? It feels like we're forgetting something. Not that you mention it. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to us later. So I'm not allowed in here? Oh yeah, I am. Oh. Same thing over here. Yep. Alright then. So I think we have one left. Yeah, Heimdall Port, which, you know, amazingly enough, is last on the list. And... right? And this is where they were all having their little rah-rah rally last night. So let's take a look. And of course, there's a couple things over here to observe. Or one thing with two people. What in Idius's name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're those students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you'd need worry about. But last night, a bunch of our younger workers up and quit. Just like that. Most of them hadn't been here more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I bet they got all caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. Anyway, we've patrolled each of the areas assigned to us at least once. It's almost noon now, so we might as well wait for Instructor Sarah to contact us. Okay. I just wanna... Alright. Travel to another district because we're waiting for Sarah? Don't know where I want to go. Same day. 12 o'clock. This is Class 7, Group A, Reen Schwartzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Huh. She sounds way more serious than usual. Rin reported the results of the morning's patrol. I see. Something sounds off, alright. Though judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure of what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdall Cathedral. Princess Alpha is heading to Mater Park. And Olivert will be going to Heimdall Racetrack. Oliver's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him, though, so I'm not as worried about him. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. That's shocking. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Was that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. The limousine carrying Princess Alphen is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Mater Park. After taking a train to Mater Park from the tram stop, the main story will advance. We'll probably have to begin our patrol right away once we reach Mater Park. It'd be smart to make sure we've sorted out everything else before we go. Okay, so guess we're gonna get a scene of the family leaving. Is that it? Yep, here they go. So you still don't get to see them. They're like inside their cars. They're not even like able to wave or anything. Okay. Oh, here they are. It's quite nice to be out and about like just once in a while. Though it would have been even nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we could look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? I wish you'd think a little more before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a Baron's daughter. I can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the Imperial Princess, debut or otherwise. Oh, you're so old-fashioned, Elise. Both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to the dance? Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please, that's enough. Oh, come on. Or come. I'm sorry, Elise. It seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Still, surrounded by that many lovely ladies, I doubt that'll remain true for long. I don't... I suppose you're right. If Rin were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. Both for him and for me. Elise? I'm sorry. Just thinking out loud. But don't mind me. The people are all waiting for you to wave to them. And I knew she'd be in that car. This one's got squeaky brakes. Okay. So where are we? That's what I want to know. Why are they curtsying to the governor? The governor's supposed to curtsy to the princess. Catastrophe. Okay. She's at the garden party. So Elise is here too. Looks like she came as Princess Alphen's attendant. Oh, those two must be pretty tight. The princess really looks the part though. Indeed, that dress of imperial crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area is under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep of the city. Okay. I'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. Yeah, I think we all would, but somehow I don't think we're gonna get that. Oh, look, it's a food stall. Afterward, they had a quick lunch at one of the stalls in the Garnier district. After they finished up, they decided to do another sweep of their assigned areas. Alright. That's not what I was expecting, but okay. That's what Ost, I think. But no matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed amiss. Finally, Group A made their way toward Dreigel's Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. Same day, 1440. 2:40 p.m. I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now. The Princess Alphen and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon. But there's a social event afterward that lasts until this evening. It seems that this is likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. The perfect time for terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I, but at the very least we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Right. Okay, the traffic restrictions have been lifted now, so let's walk around the plaza. I couldn't see much because I was too far back. Seems like they'll be back this evening though, so I'll get it right then. Alright, so the map is marked over here. Well, hello, Toa and Angelica?
Toa! Angelica!
Oh, I didn't expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now that she's granted us this chance, what do you two say we...
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend to.
What she said.
Lame.
Will she ever learn?
Looks like those rumors about her were true.
Did you ride your orbital bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
It's pretty cool. Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise. I really love the festival atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep, I've been helping out a little with your field studies, too. Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example. I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks. It's nothing really. I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly. And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Seriously?
I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
Yeah, that's a little much, even for her.
It's fine. Really. I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate. Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic.
If I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Alphen's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself. I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday too.
Actually, she's attending the garden party as Princess Alphen's attendant right now.
Really? Oh, if only I could get Princess Alphen, Elise, and Fee together in the same place. We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
Oh my gosh.
Don't look now, but I think you're being co-opted into some sketchy sounding group.
Sounds good to me.
Oh my.
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Angie? Maybe you're putting a little too much thought into this.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Fancy running into you.
Yeah.
You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask.
Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that? And then Lumberblitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that coming.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds. Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh, stop feeling up Lady Luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Angie really does have scarily good luck with stuff like this. Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
Yeah, we should get back to our patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay. Take care out there.
Huh? Back to work already?
I've got my Arcus with me, so just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do.
Oh boy.
Huh? Huh? What's wrong?
It feels almost as though...
Huh. My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Yeah, this must be...
Is this...
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh no. You know, I noticed there were a lot of sewer covers there earlier when I was walking around.
This must be the terrorists.
Yeah, it seems that way.
That's cracking me up.
Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone.
Where are you gonna evacuate
The
them to?
military police have their hands full. We need to handle this ourselves.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's all...
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
More important than this?
What do you mean?
Mater Park.
So this is just a diversion?
I'd bet on it.
Oh boy. He looks fun. Oh, there's at least 2 of them. Wow. They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, men. Honor, as Imperial Guardsmen, we must not allow them any closer to the garden party. Yes, sir. Oh, there's another one. What should we do? They look like they need help. But we can't just abandon our posts at a time like this. Oh, yes. Let's stay on the other side of the little thing where, you know, they're all fighting these alligator type creatures. This is awful. And here's my people. You're the military academy students with the Railway Military Police, right? Those look just like the creature we fought in the underground passage yesterday. What are they doing roaming around on the surface? There are quite a few, but the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. It won't be easy, though. What was that? It came from within the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the garden party in danger? It was an explosion. It sounded more like something collapsed. This isn't looking good. Reen. Yeah, I know. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP and figure out what's going on there. You guys focus on securing this area and requesting reinforcements from the Railway Military Police. Right. Idios be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness. Oh my. That's a good way to destroy a building right there.
What?
Oh, Catastrophe, you can't help? Oh no, don't tell me Elise. Okay, I was gonna say, because Elise falls and gets in all kinds of places. And Gideon.
Good day, Your Excellency. I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation.
Ugh. You.
Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we loathe, so I'm afraid that makes you guilty by association.
Oh boy.
I figured that's what you were after. Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful failure. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Elise!
Rain? Rain!
What are you doing here? You made it.
Dad, are you alright?
The brats from Thor's. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
Oh no. It's the Flute of Doom.
Is he controlling those beasts?
I was controlling this spider in the other place
So
we were at.
that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
Rain! Be careful!
Elise! Your Highness!
You!
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not wanted. I suppose we'll just have to leave then. Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bone!
He likes to do that. Just set animals upon us and then just walk away.
I'm not going to lose to a couple of these things.
2 large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
All right, let's take them down.
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
My turn.
Oh boy. Alright, so.
Target locked.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Yeah,
Leave it to me. Of course.
$37,000 points. Holy Toledo.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant Blade Dance!
Tuzla! Flames, gather on my blade. Strike!
Here's a performance just for you. Seventh Rhapsody! You've been a wonderful audience.
Here we go. Sylphid dance. That's that. My turn. Arcus activate. Huh.
Fool!
My turn.
Of course. Hey!
My turn.
Okay. Now.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
My
That wasn't
turn.
very effective.
My turn. Ta! Off guard. Elliot!
Okay.
All right. We
You
did it.
fought well, Elliot.
It's all I can do to keep up with you.
That's all I can do to keep up with you. Unscathed. That's an improvement, right? Oh, we got lots of Sepith.
Done.
Done. And it took 4.5 minutes. Now, about Elise and Elfin.
We must pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Sorry, I had to stop for a second. Yeah, see, I've been practicing, like learning the strategy, and may not be perfect at it, but I'm getting better.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about. But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger. Please, go after her.
All right.
Wait! Take me with you too.
That's a joke right there.
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Those monsters are still roaming around outside, and the governor is wounded.
But... Please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands.
Fine, I'll stay.
That's settled then.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
Okay. Alright, let's go down and see Now I just need to get everybody... Actually... Yep, just verifying. Looked on the screen like it was down. Alright. Back into the tunnels. Is this one of the passages beneath the city, you think? Looks like it, and judging by the direction it leads, I don't think it's an area we've been to before. I don't sense any traps. Oh look, they have service in the sewers. Hello? Rean Schwarzer, he didn't do his normal answering the phone. It's me, Sarah. The governor told me about what happened. Give me a full update on the situation. Our targets are Gideon and 2 other armed terrorists. They've abducted Princess Alphen and Elise, and we're pursuing them through an underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to catch up with them. So stop talking to me. Understood. I'm making my way there as fast as I can, and I've got the RMP in tow. Keep up your pursuit. Try to stall them until we get there if you can. Don't do anything that would put the hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority. Got it. Alright, let's hurry. Right, we don't want to let them get away. Oh no. We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Until then, all we can do is hope that they pursue the terrorists on their own. I hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything else we can do right now. I'm glad to see the RMP living up to their sterling reputation, though. It sounds like you guys handled the attacks at the racetrack and the cathedral like seasoned pros. Well, none of the Imperial Guardsmen were stationed in those areas, and we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. You could just accept a compliment when it's given, you know. So how much of an idea did you have that the terrorist's real target was going to be the garden party? I'll bet you had more than just a hunch with that orbital calculator you've got for a brain. Right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimated the chances at roughly 40%. Targeting the garden party would make the biggest spectacle, after all. I believe their aim is to harm the reformist public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be so certain about that girl with her. And that's why we probably never see eye to eye. Alright. So there's nothing up here, apparently. And go down the long tunnel. Alright, let's go. Actually...
those damn terrorists!
Elise, Princess Alphen, please be safe.
Alright, I just want to save again so I don't have to listen to all that talk again should things go awry.
Monsters! No problem. We'll just cut our way through.
Yeah.
My turn.
Right. My turn.
Ooh, he was fast. He was a lot faster than I expected. That was bad.
My turn.
Ooh, she missed.
Too slow.
Oh no, he's got a death blow. I didn't see that.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Leave it to me. Locked and loaded. You won't get away. Go. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Delicious.
Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Target locked. Okay. Target locked.
Right. How about this?
My turn. Delicious.
My turn. The second form, Gale. Go. Gotcha. You're done.
My turn. Done. But we can't relax.
Well, that
yet.
was a little rougher, but we got through it. It was my fault because I wasn't expecting them to be quite so fast, and they got the advantage on me. This is the fastest one I think I've had chase me. Alright, so I turn around and go back because I was trying to get away from him before he attacked me. That didn't work out so well. You'd do better. Next time I see one of those purple guys, I know they're fast. Then to use the other running. Alright, so here's one here. Alright, I went too far.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Alright. Now we'll try it. Hi, Oceanic. Nice to see ya.
we go.
Right. Hey! Right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Of course. Hey!
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Oh, Fee, you missed.
My turn.
She's like,
Evil will fall before my blade.
Okay. Where are we? Oh, that's not creepy. This is the You Shall Not Pass area of the game right now. The catacombs. Oh, that's not creepy at all. It's really creepy. I had no idea a place like this existed beneath the capital. It appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. Uh-oh. Fee? Well, they definitely came this way. Okay, I thought for a second something was wrong with her. Alright, okay. And I don't think it was that long ago. Oh, right, you can tell from their footprints. Okay then, we just need to keep heading this way. Follow me. Right. Ready to go. Onward. Oh, and they tied up the girls and they're carrying them around. Hey. Everything's proceeding just as I'd planned. If we can make it out of these tunnels, we'll have achieved all we set out to accomplish here. All right. Not bad for our first mission. What are you people planning? Just what do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? It doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back to my father for money. I ask that you remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honor the traditions and values of our country. We would never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolizes that very nation. You sound just like... Don't misunderstand me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with the aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you who I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive. What do you mean? If that's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage you can injure, I should be enough. Elise? Oh, what is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness's attendant, I assume you must be of high social standing. No? Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Tio Schwarzer, Lord of the Northern Region of Ymir. I may not be of particularly high rank, but I am still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me instead. Elise! Haha, well, aren't you a fascinating young lady? You seem to have picked up quite the unexpected gambit. Now, how shall we use it? Alright, so let's save again before we go over the creepy bridge. And oh, there's a chest over here. Celestial Balm. And anything over here? Nope. Alright. And this is the Gandalf moment. You shall not pass. Oh boy. We're gonna fight out here? We don't even get to go through the door first?
Take him out.
My turn.
Here we go. Arcus, activate.
My turn. Shatter! Off guard.
I'll back you up.
Ha!
Give it up, everyone.
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Target locked.
Yeah.
Go. Arcus, activate.
Okay.
Ha!
Of course. Shatter! Now!
I'll back you up. My turn. Give it up, everyone.
My turn.
You doing the wave for me, Steve?
Go. Say.
Oh, Reen missed.
My turn.
One down, one to go.
Go.
Okay.
Right.
Flames, gather on my blade. Strike.
My turn. Huh?
All right. Second one down.
Evil will fall before my blade.
That was scary. There seemed to be some strange force at work making things difficult for us during the fight. The way they appeared was weird too. It's like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power, or rather that flute he holds. Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes. I've heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. Wonder if that's one of those artifacts. Well, we're going to have to deal with it one way or another. Alright, and we've got this handy dandy little station right here. So we can rest. And get everybody's stuff except Reen's. Well, they're pretty much back. And then we can... let's take a look. Ah. Well, I know the stuff that they have now. So I guess I'm gonna leave it. And I'm assuming that I go through this and the bad thing happens, because they always give you that right before you go into the... Yep. There they are! Go ahead. I'll fire off some warning shots. I'm with you, Reen. Alright, I'm counting on you.
That's far enough! What? Shit! What?
Reen! You came for us!
Show's over. Let Her Highness and Elise go. Now.
Considering all that you've done, I can't say I'd be entirely comfortable letting you go free.
But if you release them, we might be willing to consider it. Damn kids.
It's 5 against 3. You've got no chance. And fleeing while trying to carry 2 hostages? I don't think that'll work out too well for you.
So, would you please just let them go?
Impressive. Very impressive.
Very, very impressive.
I had no idea Thors was educating such gifted students.
Save it. Look, we can keep this stalemate going all day, or you can release them. It's up to you. But I'm warning you, if there's so much as a scratch on either of them, you'll wish the police found you before I did.
You.
Reen! Reen!
Very well. We surrender. I'm not so proud that I can't see when we have no chance of victory.
Then...
I feel like that's true.
So you'll let them go?
Absolutely. If you can defeat him, that is. Do it.
Son of a...
A volatile anesthetic?
Fear not. I simply thought it best they sleep for a short while. After all, this is hardly a sight fit for the eyes of such innocent maidens.
Damn it!
Another monster?
Jeez, how many monsters are there gonna be?
A howl?
This roar.
What on earth? Is that dragon bones? Alright, so the magic flute can bring up skeletal dragon type creature back to life. Or maybe it's more of a mantis? It's hard to tell. It's got like a dark dragon of ruination. It is a dragon, okay. Well, the legs look weird.
What the hell is that?
Right? It's a dark dragon of ruination, Maki's catch up with the program.
It's a
bone dragon?
Pretty evil laugh.
Behold! The might of the demonic flute!
Demonic flute.
An artifact capable of holding even the shadow that reigned over Heimdall during the Dark Ages in its thrall. Now, I'll have you delay your journey to perdition no longer. Farewell, dear ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
There's no way we can take on that thing.
What are we gonna do?
I can't estimate its strength. Or even the best way to fight it.
Oh. We're not just going to roll over and die here. If you think back on how much we've grown just during this field study, there's no way this thing is going to take us down.
My blade is ready.
Too impetuous to know when you're beaten, are you? Go, Dark Tyrant! Bring down the merciless hammer of judgment upon these hapless fools!
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
Okay, this one I'm worried about.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right. Keep it up, everyone.
Ha!
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Right.
Okay.
Shatter!
Go! Arcus, activate.
Okay.
Huh.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Okay. Target locked.
Okay.
Ha! Here we go.
Right. Huh?
Ha!
I'll handle it. Arcus, activate.
Right. Shatter!
Okay. This guy's got a lot of points, guys.
I'll handle it. Here I go. Yeah. Got it.
Got ya.
Huh. Thanks.
Here we go! Sit! Go!
You're open. Okay.
My turn! Sit! Now's our chance! V!
Okay. It's not over yet.
Look at my items and see what I've got. Where did that go?
Not bad.
Here we go!
This is bad.
Here we go.
Sylphid dance.
That's that.
Huh. Flames, gather on my blade! Strike!
Yeah, I didn't think about it actually. I should have done it that way. Because you said Tira.
Arcus, activate!
Right. Shatter! Ha!
Thanks.
Fool!
My
Yeah,
turn.
that was a nice hit.
Behold, my most powerful strike!
See what happens. Dragon down.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Grim butterfly.
Impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
Laura! V!
Roger.
What?
What?
You damned! What?
Yeah!
No. The demonic flute.
Oh my goodness.
That's check and mate.
Whew, that was a tough one.
What's our plan, Comrade G?
You vile...
Comrade G? I am fully prepared to lay down my life for our cause. It is not death I fear, but this operation is too important to leave even a corpse behind. I'm afraid I must do what needs to be done. Even if that means harming a member of the Imperial family.
Wow.
I think it's about time we came out to play.
Well, who's this? And that.
What the?
Who are? Oh my. Aren't you a
Eye
quick
patch
little
wearing
kitty?
woman. Wow, that's quite an outfit she's got too.
Just my type.
Oh, her and Angelica have got to meet up.
That's the Sylphid I know.
Comrade S? Comrade V?
Ah, you came for us. Oh, what a relief. Now we can...
These must be...
More terrorists?
I seem to recall specifically telling you to leave this operation to me. But I can't say I'm unhappy you decided to check in.
Sorry, boss. But if you got yourself caught here, we would have been off to a pretty bad start.
I do apologize for cutting in, but we figured it was for the best. Comrade C decided to join us too.
And so I have.
Ooh, the Darth Vader guy.
A mask.
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Did my planning for this operation seem that flawed to you?
On the contrary, it was almost perfect. But no plan is completely foolproof. One must always factor in unpredictable elements. As the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7 here have demonstrated so brilliantly.
How does he know who we are?
Who are you?
We have already fulfilled our primary objective. Courting dishonor by harming a member of the Imperial family would gain us nothing now. Do you not agree?
No, you're right. Release them.
Elliot, Machias, I'm leaving the two of them to you.
Okay.
Got it.
There, a gesture of goodwill, in the hopes that we may yet resolve this without bloodshed. What say you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7? Will you stand aside and let us leave peacefully?
Like hell we will.
You abducted the Imperial Princess and an innocent girl. Drugged them.
What Erebonian would stand idly by in the face of such an outrage?
It's 5 against 6. This won't be easy.
Guys...
You got guts, kids. I'll give you that.
Well, I certainly wouldn't mind a little roughhousing.
No, it's only right that I be the one to test their mettle.
Seriously?
Wielders of the longsword, the great sword, the twin gun swords. Stand and face me. I shall be your opponent.
What?
Think of this as an entertaining way to kill some time.
Wow.
The railway military police are already on their way. Until then, pour out the vessel of your wrath upon me.
I didn't get to heal.
He's awful sure of himself.
Is he serious?
Yeah, right? Claire totally got lost.
There's no way he can win against all three of them.
Whoa, what kind of weapon is that?
It looks like, oh my gosh.
Another relic from the Dark Ages. A double saber.
See. Are you serious? I've actually got to fight this guy after I just fought all those other guys and I don't even get to heal? That sucks.
Now, come at me if you think you're able. Then allow us to begin.
Wow.
Right.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay.
My turn.
Okay, so no, that's not the button I wanted. Since we don't have Elliot with us.
Ha! Ooh, that's good.
Okay. Here we go.
Of course. Shatter!
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Understood.
Take this.
Of course.
Alright, I think she has... I mean, I don't have a choice because she's the only one that has a healing thing without using more food. But then again, it wastes her turn.
Shatter!
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Fool.
Okay.
That's RC for you.
Ooh, can't deny he's got the brains and the brawn to lead.
What power?
He might even be as strong as Sarah.
Just, who are you people?
From today, you shall know us as the Imperial Liberation Front. In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That is our cause, our purpose.
The Imperial Liberation Front?
What dictator?
Freeze, all of you!
Finally, it's about damn time.
Just in time.
Apparently,
appears
Claire
the
finally
time
figured
has
out where
come
she
to
was
make our
going.
exit.
Huh? You gonna poof?
Who's that?
Farewell. I'm sure we'll meet again.
What?
A bomb?
See you around.
Ta-ta for now, my little darlings.
It's totally Sarah's voice, I'm just saying.
Let's see you claw your way out of this grave.
The passage is collapsing. Hurry!
Right. They couldn't leave well enough.
Reen, you carry Her Highness.
Got it.
Well, I guess you don't have to worry about that part of the tunnel since they've all, collapsed.
Whew, that was pretty touch and go back there. But I'm glad to see you all pulled through.
Well, thanks to you, Instructor.
I had my doubts we were going to make it out of that alive.
You could have come a bit sooner.
Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now.
Indeed.
So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it? Your Highness, Elise!
Oh, thank goodness. Whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects.
I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me.
Not like it's
I'm
your
just
fault
glad
you were
that you're
kidnapped.
safe and unharmed.
What happened?
Are you alright, Your Highness? How are you feeling?
Reen? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister.
Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of the routes back to the surface locked down. Think we could smoke them out?
Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive, with too many areas we know nothing about. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order in the city.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll send a report to the other divisions and let them know the situation's been resolved.
So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game?
Oh boy. Well, that was interesting. Oh, skip all the way to Thursday.
In the end, the Railway Military Police brought the chaos under control, and the first day of the festival came to a close. Despite his injuries, Governor Regnitz kept on top of things, ensuring that the rest of the festival passed by peacefully. The next morning, it was time for us to leave the capital behind and make our way back to Trista.
Oh, how pretty.
I really don't know how to
Yep,
begin
demonic
thanking you.
flute. But it was cut in half by Reen's sword, so it's all good now.
You've done so much for our family that I doubt we'll ever be able to repay you.
Not at all, Your Highness.
There's nothing to repay us for. We just did what we had to. Oh, come now. There's no need to be so modest. It scares me to think what might have happened if Elise and I had been taken away by those people. So I can't thank you all enough. Please allow me to extend my thanks for your help as well. I'm truly grateful.
Elise.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Group B's efforts were a great help to Cedric and I as well. Thank you again for your assistance in restoring order to the city.
I'm honored, Your Highness.
I'm so glad to have been of service.
Just think of it as returning the favor for your help pushing to make Class 7 a reality. Still, now we've got the Imperial Liberation Front to worry about.
Regrettably. There have been signs they were up to no good behind the scenes before now. That incident in Nord, for example. But now they've finally stepped out of the shadows and announced themselves to the world. They appear to be insurgents in the truest sense of the word, led by several key figures, C being the most prominent. The Intelligence Division is doing its utmost to gather information about these leaders even as we speak.
They struck me as rather mysterious in some ways. Even though they abducted us, they rarely showed the kind of maliciousness one would expect from terrorists. It seemed more like they were in the grip of some kind of intense passion.
Okay.
True. Not that it excuses abducting Your Highness like they did.
An intense passion, you say?
It did seem that way.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That's what their leader said when they made their appearance.
Indeed. All the ham-handed theatrics of a middle school play.
Yeah. You can tell how gleeful he must have been to say the flames of silent anger in front of an audience.
Well, it's no mystery what they're referring to, at least.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't miss you.
Crown Prince?
Wait, isn't that...
Is he?
Dad's with him, too.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, Cedric!
Just in time, too.
Your Highness?
Did you come all this way just to bid us farewell?
Of course. And after all you've done for us, I thought it was the least I could do. Ah, is this the rest of Class 7? It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Cedric Rice Arner. I wanted to thank you for coming to my sister's aid in her time of need. Allow me to extend to you my most heartfelt appreciation.
You're too generous, Your Highness.
The honor was ours.
Stretch. Oh. There you go. Oh, thank you, Luna. I needed that.
Thank you, Your Highness.
This is the Crown Prince. He's pretty cute.
Fee?
Bee.
I certainly wouldn't mind if you took a few
And
lessons
hydrate.
in manliness from the
a
gentleman
bottle
of
of
Class
water.
7, though.
Alvin, come on.
Done.
I think that's a little harsh, Your Highness.
Well, you're still just 15. You have plenty of growing ahead of you. Still, it isn't often I see you keeping the Imperial Governor company.
I suppose that's true. I just happened to be here on business, so I thought I'd take the chance to say goodbye to everyone.
How are you feeling? Are your injuries all right now?
Yes, nothing too serious, fortunately. I'm still feeling it, but it shouldn't be too much longer before I'm back to my old self.
That's good to hear.
I'm glad to see you looking all hale and hearty, Your Excellency.
Thank you. While no one could have foreseen how it ended, you did manage to complete this month's field study.
Yes, we did. Oh, a second to chat? Yeah, I do.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate you for your exemplary work.
We're honored you'd say so.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
We three directors may have very different positions on many issues, including how Class 7 should be run. But for my part, I'd like you to enjoy student life however you choose. I think the other directors would agree with me on at least that much.
Dad.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Your Excellency.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about, Your Highness.
Well, if you say so. I've always found you a trustworthy man, of course. But...
Ah, I see that everyone's here.
It couldn't be.
Chancellor Osborne!
As a matter of fact, the Chancellor and I just came from an audience with His Majesty the Emperor.
I'm overjoyed to see you safe and well, Princess Elfin. Clearly, the goddess has bestowed her blessings upon us.
That's what I was thinking.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I'd also like to reassure Prince Oliver that we're starting a nationwide hunt for members of the Imperial Liberation Front. An investigation into the backgrounds of its members is also underway, so you needn't worry.
My. Nothing gets past you, does it? Well, I suppose that means you have the security detail for next month's trade conference well in hand?
Of course. I'll see to it that everything is taken care of. Ah, but where are my manners? Please excuse me for not introducing myself.
Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
I'm Gileath Osborne, representative of the Erebonian government. Though I imagine those of you who read the papers may know me better as the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Excellency.
He's gotta be. He certainly seems to be.
Your reputation precedes you, Your Excellency.
I've heard much about the recent exploits of Thor's Class 7. Traveling across the Empire for first-hand learning with your field studies, it's quite the fascinating program.
Yes, come and see Chancellor.
I hope you'll keep up the good work.
We're gonna call him Chancellor, yeah.
We shall endeavor to.
That's true.
Thanks.
I hope we'll live up to your expectations.
Ah, it's been quite some time, young Bracer. I'm glad to see your new career path is working out for you.
Thank you, Chancellor. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for you. I really owe you for all you've done for me.
General Van Dyke was my superior back when I was in the army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
What are you...
I have great expectations for you all. Nurture the bonds you share, and train up bodies and wills of steel. For I have no doubt you'll need them in the turbulent times to come.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Rain?
Chapter 4, Midsummer Revels End. Where are we at? 210.
Drinks are on me someday.
Someday. Wow.
Good showing, everyone.
And we still gotta be Our bonds strengthened. Link level 3 for Rena Machias. And save. Alright. Alright. Wow. That's bad. Alright.
Mid-August.
Alright, so I think this is a good place to stop now that we're getting back into Trista and going back to the school. So I think I'm going to end the stream here and pick up next time. So before I go, I just want to say thank you to Rose for moderating and to Luna as well. Rose, have a amazing vacation. And Luna, I will meet you where we were yesterday if you needed to chat. If you haven't followed me, I'd appreciate a follow. Of course, subscriptions are always appreciated. And I have the Discord and my YouTube linked. And you've seen in the chats rolling through the links with the bot as well. So thank you. And I hope you all have a great evening. And I will probably not be streaming again until Monday. So I will have to update my schedule. But I'm not working. Not playing tomorrow. So, alright guys, have a good night. Take care.
It was the peak